So I'm going to be backtesting this this rule. So daily time frame, sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity grab, followed by displacement on the 60-minute, and then pull back into that displacement and entry on the 5-minute. I've already done February 2024. You can see the video I've already uploaded, and so let's go through March 2024. All right. So we're on March. Price is coming up to, this is 6th of March. Price is coming up to these highs, which is right below this fair value gap as well. So it's a good location. And let's see how price reacts. What is this? The 6th of March. What did we have on the 6th to 8th? Let's have a look. On the 8th, we have NFP coming up. 6th, we have Fed Powell testifying. And then let's see, we have, Euro policy, monetary policy statement and rate, followed by unemployment claims and ECB and Fed press conferences. Cool. Where are we? I'm expecting price to reach this level, right? Let's just go on the 4-hour time frame. You could trade up to that level as well, identifying these fair value gaps and finding entries on those on the lower time frame. There you go. Even better, you comes down to discount into this fair value gap. And then takes off. This is the Thursday. And then let's see now, need displacement. Bearish displacement. This is Friday. I won't be trading on this date. We have NFP. Unless we get some kind of a trade, right? So liquidity grab above this sell side liquidity. We've got displacement with this 60-minute fair value gap. So this is a good place to look for a trade. However, I will look for it after this. Close above. So I need more displacement. There we have it. This would have been my target, which is already hit. So ideally, I don't think I will be taking this trade. Mainly because the drawn liquidity has been hit. We've got displacement, right? We've got price can come back to this or this. Ideally up to this level would be better. And then trade at, what time is this? This is 4 AM on Tuesday, 2012. Yep, this is not a trade that I'll be looking for. So let's see on the 1-hour time frame. We've already reached this drawn liquidity. I don't expect price to continue lower. Well, it does anyway. Tuesday, 12th of March. CPI day. Yep. Now I'm expecting price to continue higher. So let's look at the daily time frame. Right, we have this. No entry. Didn't get any entry from here to here, and price has already reached this fair value gap and has been held on the CPI day, failed to close below all of these lows, tapped into this fair value, and now is heading back up potentially to this level. Another sell side liquidity formed. Let's see how it reacts at that level. Looks like we have gotten displacement way before. Price gets to that level. And we've come down very strongly, closing past these fair value gaps. The next drawn liquidity for me is here. Sell side liquidity grab, fair value gaps. along the way. Trade would be at pullback around here somewhere, but I highly doubt price is going to pull back to that level. Let's see. Here we have it. On the 4-hour time frame, ideally I want to see price come into at least this fair value gap on the 240, which is a lot stronger than this fair value gap on the 1-hour time frame, which is fairly weak. And if we do get an entry, which is right here, this market structure shift followed by displacement, right? It's not a good entry. But because price came into a fair value gap, we've got to take it, target here. No, that is a -1%. And this is also on the 15th of March. Just making sure we don't have any news that morning. Good. Price taps onto that level, I'm definitely entering again. Yep, we are, where are we? 950, 955, so we're here right now on the 1-hour time frame. We've got this fair value gap right here as well. Especially if price taps into these highs, right? That would be a good trade. Yep, market structure shift, fair value gap. Entry, what time is this? At 10:20. I would enter here, put stops up there and targets. I take 2 to 1, I'm not greedy. Ideally, once you start seeing this price displacing, there's no way I'm gonna be, my target will be there. I will have to, my entry will be there. My entry will be at this level at 618. Keep stops at the same level, targets at the same level. Whoops. So, okay. We had some bullish displacements along the way. We can get rid of this. Right. We were on a Friday as well. The trade was taken on a Friday. So maybe I don't want to take it all the way down, especially we start to get these lows forming. Maybe it's time, it's best to get out around here. However, there's another -1%, and that brings it down to -2%. Let me just note this down. 5, 6, what date was it? So it took one trade at this level, which I wouldn't take. Like I said, I wouldn't take that trade. It's too close. I'd rather take at these levels. You know what? I'm not going to record that. I'm just going to record what I did here. You have this market structure shift, followed by a bearish imbalance. Ideally, entry should be at the highs of this fair value gap, stops up there, target, like I said, at this level. think that's a good level to get out with targets. Yeah, we don't get triggered. However, like I said, I would take the entry on the 618 pullback. Stops there, target still at these levels, and this would get stopped out, which is fair. Because we get another entry right on Monday, but this is fair. At 11:45 Friday. Friday on, what date is this? 15th of March. No news. No news. 5 minute. FVG -1. MFE also -1, so that's a losing trade, and we've come back onto this 50% off this 240 fair value gap above Friday's highs. So I'll be looking for a trading opportunity right now. We've got a market structure shift, and we also have a displacement. Ideally, I don't want to go any, and these lows look like a good place to look for entry, and I'm more than happy to move my stops higher. No entry formed, and price just tanks, which is a shame. Maybe there was a no fair value gaps. What date is this? Monday, 18th of March. No news. Could have traded at this level with this order block, but yeah, price took off without, without waiting. And that's a big missed opportunity. That's why you have to be quick. That's why you need various different ways to enter a trade, because how was I supposed to know if if I don't get my entry model, then I can't really enter. So there's that. So we go again. Let's go. Wait for a buy side or sell side liquidity to be taken out. We have one here, and we have one right here. Given this engulfing candle, I'm not going to look for a trade at that level. I'll be looking for it at this level. Cool, let's see. We're already on Thursday. Oh, there we go. Displacement, fair value gap, exactly what I wanted. Bullish fair value gap right there, and we look for a pullback into that level. What time is this? 2 o'clock. And it's good. We've got these lows that price has come down to. There you go, microstructure shift followed by some fair value gaps as well. More than happy to take my trade there and targets these highs. So that's another -1%. When is this? Thursday. 15 after the manufacturing PMI news. Okay. We also rejected these fair value gaps, which we have to remember. Right. We started bearish order flow after these. After holding this fair value gap, 4 hours clearer. We have this bearish order flow, bearish fair value gaps, bearish fair value gap held, and we come into a buy side liquidity, and then we rejected a bearish fair value gap on the 240 time frame and on 60 as well. So yeah, it might be a good trade, but I see it overall in a good location. However, I'll still note it down. Take the trade on the 28th of March. What time is this? 15:45. Thursday. No news at this time. Entry time 25-minute time frame. Market structure shift plus FVG -1, -1. Most likely going to take these lows out, and now let's see if we get a displacement. I guess not. I guess yes. Voila. Again, this is at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. candles looks like this. Tick out the low from Thursday on Friday morning. We cleared all of this fair value gap as well on 240. No 240 fair value gap on the way down. However, we do have this 1 hour fair value gap, bearish fair value gap that price can come into, or even this is more likely the scenario that price will tap into and hold it. Well, yeah, we saw that. Let's see what price does at these levels, right? So voila, we closed above. That's a good sign. Oh, we tapped into that as well. Wait a second. No one told me that. There we go. What news came out on the Friday 29th of March then? At 12:30, we've got Fed speaking retail sales, Euro Summit, something happened then. So yeah, this is a trade. However, we've got a draw on liquidity at this level, and we've got a microstructure shift. Essentially, if you're going to trade, this is it won't pull back into highs. You can just enter at this level and target those highs. Again, another stop out, which is another -1%. Which is a Friday, and this is at what time? 12:30. Okay. It's just engulfing. There's not really any, unless I had waited for some kind of an entry. That's not really a good entry. So ultimately in March there's like -3%. So yeah, we go into April now. Just look at this. We'll just analyze this trade quickly first. Right. We've come into a buy side liquidity. we closed below this yesterday, which is obviously something to be mindful of, especially in a bearish order flow. Right, since bearish order flow since here, we have displaced, made our way down. It looks like we're starting bullish momentum from here, but price failed to come up to these equal highs, and then it started to put in bearish displacement. Market structure shift, bearish displacement, held. Again, looking at this, I should be looking for short trades rather than long trades, but yeah, because we took out these liquidity, I wanted to look for long opportunities, right, which makes sense. However, the long should not be taken if price had already rejected like key levels like these fair value gaps and then pulled back into a fair value gap. And this is just it's high risk. A trade should be taken down there, if anything, after these retail sales news. Trade should be taken at the lows. This would have been a good trade to these highs. Because this fair value gap where I was looking for entry came down tested, but also yeah, no, this is a good trade. That's a good trade, not this one though. This one, yeah, took out yesterday's low, displaced, and provided an entry. Although it should be taken at a pullback rather than a engulfing candle. Cool, that's March done. Just minus 3%. Let me do this. Q1. MFE -1 again. Honestly, if we had 3 trades in March, all losses, and -3% overall, so not a good month. I did have a trade that didn't get triggered, so there's that as well. And let's see how April does.